Everyone. I wanted to start standing today, so please grab a roller. And if you don't have a roller, you can grab the back of a chair or anything else just for some balance support. And if you don't need the roller for balance support, you don't have to have it. It's here just as an option. So I'm going to turn sideways. I want you to have your TheraBand strap or whatever strap brand above your knees. Your roller will be in front of you. And we're going to start standing up nice and tall with your feet sit bone width apart. So hip bone is a little bit wider. Think of where your sit bones are. They're a little bit more narrow. So try to find that sit bone width apart. Whatever you have for your balance is in front of you. And we're going to start with some heel raises to get your blood pumping and to work through the bottom part of your body. So on your exhale is when I want you to lift up your heels, pushing into your big toes, and inhale to come back down. So try to challenge yourself without using balance and try to go slow. So maybe the count of 4 to lift up, pushing into all 5 toes, but especially your big toe, and then 4 counts to lower down. If using something for balance helps you go at a little bit more controlled pace so you're not rolling back and forth between pinky side to toe side, then go ahead and use that balance support. We're going to do about 20 total, so about 12 more. And I want you to think about really lengthening through the inside of your ankle, inner thigh, keeping yourself engaged with your breath and your core, and moving at that slow pace. We have about 8 more. The hope is that you're feeling this through your calves, your hamstrings, and right to where your glutes are attaching at those sit bones. Five more. And 3 more. Pressing into those big toes, growing nice and tall. And let's hold the very top. So drop just your right heel, bend your left knee, lift everything back up, and start again switching. So right knee bends, left heel drops, lift both up, and again. So essentially kind of slow motion running, really pressing into those big toes, using the strap with a little resistance to push your knee into. Move about 6 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. All right, we're going to change gears a little. So I'm going to come facing you guys now. I want us to stay nice and tall. We're going to lean, but don't collapse. So lean, zip up through your core, press out, leg is parallel. Come back to the center, lean to the other side, zip up through your core, press out, and back to center. And same as before, we're going to alternate at a slow pace so that you can engage through your core first, grow tall through your spine as you press out, and think of that opposition. So press through your heel, reach through the crown of your head, back to center, press through your heel in the ground, reach through your heel in the air, tall spine. Inhale, transition back to center. Exhale, extend over. We have 2 more here. And let's stay on this next one here. So reach long through the crown of your head, reach long through your heel, bring just that leg in and press it out for 8. Inhale in, exhale out 7. You can use that roller if you need for balance. Think of how your core can help you. Here's 5. Strong core as you exhale, press out 4. 3, grow tall. through the crown, through your heel, 2, and 1, shifting over. Exhale, press it out. Inhale in, tall spine, long heel. 5 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, back to center. I'm going to turn this way so you can see my pelvis. We're going to bend down, and 2 ways. You can be neutral, or you can tuck your pelvis underneath you, which I don't want you to do. I want you to find that neutral pelvis that leaves your spine in its normal curvature, and you're not having to purposely curl and tuck. So in that little bit of a squat, I want you to think about keeping your hips behind your heels, as opposed to your knees over your toes and hips over heels. So sit back into those heels, engage into your core, and stay there for a moment. Now from here, we're going to extend one leg out. So I'm going to turn around and show you. On your exhale, and bring it in. Switching sides, it is okay to shift your weight over, but what I don't want you to do is collapse in the hip. So that would look like this. So leaning into the hips to press. I want you to be strong and solid through your core. Shifting over, strong and solid, and continue. Think about how you're pressing through the strap from your core. We do this a lot in my classes on our back. And now it's nice to apply it to a standing position. It will challenge your body in different ways. Okay, last 2. Last 1. And the last thing we're going to do is add the 2 together. So we drop down and press out. Whoops, and then you lose your balance. So you drop down and you press out. Drop it down, strong core, press it out. Inhale, exhale. Remember, when you drop down into that mini squat, you keep your weight back behind your heels, zip up your core, extend out. Inhale, weights behind your heels, zip up your core, press out. We have 4 more. And 3, 2, and last 1. All right, we're going to transition onto the mat. I'm going to change the angle of the camera. Keep your strap on. We're going to end up on our sit bones. Strap is still above your knees. Grab a hold of your ball, but just keep the ball into your hands for a moment. My apologies, I'm going to readjust a couple things. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones, your knees are bent, your ball is going to reach in front of you. Keep a little resistance into your strap. As you exhale, curl through your spine. Tuck through your pelvis, but stay tall through that crown. So long, but rounded spine. All the way down, breathe in, reach your ball back. Exhale, ball to ceiling, tuck your chin, feel your spine, bone by bone. Over your sit bones, I want you to sit and grow tall. So let's do that 6 more times and adjust the camera. As you exhale, curl back, curling through your pelvis, growing long and tall through your spine, a little bit of a pressure through your strap. Reach your ball behind you as you inhale. Exhale, ball to ceiling, nod your chin, gentle pressure into the strap, zip up your core to round up. Grow tall, soft shoulders. Exhale, round back. Gentle pressure into your strap. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, arms to ceiling, nod your chin, feel your spine bone by bone. Exhaling to round up. Inhaling to grow tall. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, keep that length through your spine as you roll down. Inhale and exhale. We have one more. Breathe in tall. Exhale, round back. Gentle pressure into the strap. Inhale, ball back. Exhale, ball up. Curl your chin. Spine reaches up towards the ceiling as you round forward. And this time now, take the ball really low. Squish it between your mat and your spine and round back into it to the point where you can't go any further. You're in a nice, good, rounded spine, not arched. So scoop into that, round into the ball. Exhale, press your knees out. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale, press out. So this is really challenging for your core. You are welcome to put your hands behind you with your fingers pointing outward. It gives you a little bit more support and instead allows you to focus on engaging your core to press your knees out. If you want that extra challenge, reach those arms in front of you. We have 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Bringing your knees to center, rolling your spine forward, taking your ball and moving it to the middle of your spine with your hands behind your head. So the tips of your shoulder blades might be touching the ball, and that's great. If you need a little less support, more challenge, move the ball down your back. Grab that orange between your chin and chest, bring your elbows slightly forward, and we're going to once again think of pressing the knees out from your core. So exhale, zip up. Hug your ribs, press your knees out, and bring your knees back to center. Continue. Exhale from your core. First, we zip and we hug. We press the knees out, and bring it in. Inhale. Exhale, we're relaxed in the shoulders and the chest and the neck. And we're placing the tension through your core, through your hips, and through your lower back. I want you to feel like sandwiching your spine with your core in all directions. Sandwiching your upper hips in all directions. 3 more. And 2 more. And 1. All right. Knees come back to center. There should be a little bit of gentle pressure into the strap. Shoulders are soft. Bring your shoulders back. Inhale to the point where you can look at the ceiling, but you're not arching your neck and you're not arching the back. So we're flat spine. Exhale, zip up your core, round your ribs into the ball to lift. Now we're going to do 8 here. If this is feeling super easy, you're welcome to move that ball down your back. Think of growing tall, 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 rounding ribs into the ball, but not crushing that orange between your chin and chest. Keeping that gentle pressure into the strap. Exhale to lift up. Inhale to lengthen back. Remember where you need to relax, where you're holding tension. Exhale, use your breath intentionally with your core. 2 more. Last one. Hold at the very top. Take a breath in at the top. Exhale, rotate left. Bring your left hand to the floor. Hold that rotation. Feel a little gentle pressure into the strap. Feel your spine twisting. And then come back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand to floor. Feel that gentle pressure in the strap and the twisting through your spine, zipping through your core, and come back to center. Breathe in. Exhale to the left. Breathe in. Exhale to the right. Remember, as you rotate left, your core muscles pull in, little gentle pressure with the knees outward. Exhale to the right. And to the left. Last one to the right. We come back through center. Last exercise in this position for a moment. Breathe in, chest back. Relax those shoulders. Exhale, lift up and twist left. Keep your right hip anchored. Inhale, center, drop back. Keep your chin turned. Exhale, lift up, round into the ball. Zip through your core, twist right. Now I'd like you to focus on your hips staying stable as you're twisting now to the left. Keep that right hip anchored. A little bit of a gentle pressure in the strap helps keep that anchoring of your pelvis, helps your stability. So gentle pressure, twist to the right, keep your left hip anchored. So this rotation is really just in that middle to upper spine. Your lower spine and your hips should not be rotating. Use the ball as a tool. That's where I want you to rotate, is right where the ball is. Rotate into the ball with your ribs and upper spine. Let's do two more. And one more to the right. And coming back through center. Reach behind your legs, help yourself all the way up. Take your ball out. Bring yourself all the way back down. Move your feet closer and let's put the ball underneath your hips. All right, arms are going to come down by your sides. And I'd like you to take your legs to a tabletop. Make sure your ball feels like it's in a good place to keep you supported. Now, if you are really strong and you feel like you want to challenge yourself, try to bring your legs to a tabletop in a neutral spine, meaning you could put a glass of water on your belly button, and your pubic bone without it spilling towards your chest. Now, that's hard for a lot of people. If your core is not strong enough, your back might feel that. So if so, you're going to tuck your pelvis and anchor your spine towards the floor. So if there were glasses of water, they'd be gently spilling towards your chest. If you do that, readjust those knees over your hips. So find where you feel your core the most and the most support for your back. In that position, we're going to exhale, press your heels together to push your knees apart and bring your core muscles in. Then bring your knees back together and exhale, glue your knees together, press your feet apart. Bring your feet together. Last part of this is to exhale, press both of your legs apart from one another, hugging deep into your core and bringing your knees together. Now we're going to repeat this sequence 8 times. If you need more challenge, arms can go to the ceiling. So glue your heels together from your core, press your knees out, exhale. Inhale, knees come together, glue them together, press your feet out, feel that stretch in the hips. Bring your feet together, exhale from your core, press everything apart, knees and feet. Remember, I need this to be a core-focused exercise first, hip exercise second. So glue those heels together, press your knees apart from your core engaging. Bring your knees together, feel the stretch in the hips, glue your knees together, feet apart. Bring your feet together, exhale from your core, everything presses. Breathe it in, 5 more. Heels together, press your knees apart. Zip up deep from your core, anchor through those ribs. Knees together, feet apart. Bring it back together, breathe in, exhale, everything presses out. We have 4 more. Stay strong in your core, take a break if you need it. Heels glued together, knees press out. Bring it in, knees together, feet press out. Bring it in, everything exhale presses out. 3 more. Now, the front of your thighs are feeling this a lot. Try to relax them and truly engage your core before you glue those heels, press your knees out. But also, it's natural and okay if those muscles are working. We just want your core to be working first and more. So now exhale everything apart. We have 2 more. Heels glued together, exhale, knees apart. Breathe it in, knees together, feet apart. Inhale together, exhale everything apart. Last one, we're going to exhale, glue your heels, press your knees, zip up your core. Bring your knees together, glue them, exhale, feet apart. Bring it together, exhale, everything apart. Now bring your knees together, bring them into your chest. Let's relax your core for a moment. And we're going to remove the strap for this next part, keeping the ball. Take your hands to the insides of your knees. Give your inner thighs a stretch. I want your arms straight. Relax your belly here. All right, bringing your knees back into a tabletop. Arms to ceiling for most challenge. If you need less challenge, bring your arms down. Find that neutral or tuck your spine. So know what your body needs. As you exhale, I want you to extend your right leg. Bring your left arm back. Hold that strong core and inhale, return. Exhale, extend your left leg. Right arm reaches back. Hold, feel your core and return. Exhale. Continue alternating from leg to leg. Opposite arm and leg. Feeling that hugging sensation of your core in all directions. Anchoring through the back of your lower ribs. Last two, keeping your legs and arms weightless. And last one. Let's bring it in, knees to chest. All right, we're going to go back to an exercise here in a moment, but let's take the feet down. Take your ball and place it between your thighs. Keep your feet close to your body. Bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to go into some bridges. Let's think about keeping a neutral spine in these bridges, so more like hip lifts. I want us to start by squeezing the ball, zipping through your core. Don't round the back. Press your hips straight up towards the ceiling until you feel like you can't go any further. Stop there. Breathe in. In order to press your hips up further, I want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze the ball, then press your hips just a little bit further if you can, and inhale, lower your hips all the way down. Relax every muscle. We're going to do that same sequence, that two-step sequence 6 times, so 5 more. So I want you to squeeze the ball, hug your core, hug your ribs, press your hips up, and stop where you feel like you naturally want to. Stop there. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your ball, press up just a little higher. Think of reaching your knees over your toes. Inhale, lower back down, relax every muscle. Exhale from your core, we hug your waist, we hug your ball, we press straight up, stopping where you need to. Breathe in, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your ball a little deeper to press up higher, and we lower down. Inhale. Now the goal is not to press up higher by arching the back, so stay neutral. Exhale, squeeze your ball, press into your heels, reach your hips up, take a breath in. Exhale, don't arch the back, simply squeeze your glutes, reach your knees over your toes to press higher, and inhale back down. Exhale, squeeze your ball, hug your core, press it up. Stopping where you need, breathe in, squeeze your glutes and press it up, squeezing into the ball. Now lower your hips halfway and press them right back up. In order to press back up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze the ball, reach your knees. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, ball, reach knees. Inhale, lengthen down. Keep reaching your hips towards your feet, so grow taller as you're pulsing. 4 more. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze the ball, reach your knees. Inhale down, squeeze your glutes, squeeze the ball, reach your knees. 2 more. 1 more. Back is unhinged. Hold at the top and squeeze deeper into the ball for 10. Release. Stay high. Exhale, 9. Keep squeezing and releasing. Exhale, 8. Now remember, if your back's and you lower your hips just a little. I want you to feel your glutes and your inner thighs and a little bit of core, but not your back. 4 more. Reaching hips towards feet, knees over toes, squeezing your glutes, squeezing the ball. 2 more. Hugging through that waist. Last 1. Take a breath in. And let's round your spine. Squeeze into the ball bone by bone. Reach your back onto the floor. And then relax. Taking the ball out. Let's bring your right ankle in front of your left thigh. Now, you can stay in this stretch if that's enough for you. If you need a little bit of a deeper stretch, grab behind your left leg. Now, remember, we just worked some glutes, so this might feel really intense to stretch. If it's too much, come out of it. Take some deep breaths. Slowly release. Bring your foot to the floor and switch sides. Remember that can be enough of a stretch for some people just by pushing your knee away. If you want to increase it, grab behind your leg and take some deep breaths. All right, last deep breath. Right. Releasing, we grab your ball, place it beneath your hips again, and we'll take your legs to a tabletop. Going back to your core, find what you need for your body, for your core challenge, and for your back. Find that position. Then take your arms up towards the ceiling and extend your right leg towards the ceiling. Left leg is bent right over your hips in a tabletop. Let's take a breath in and exhale, bring both arms back and your right leg down. Keep your ribs anchoring, hug your core, and you choose how far you go back and down with both, and then inhale, return. So exhale, extend your arms back by anchoring your ribs. Lower your leg down by anchoring your core and return. Exhale. One more. All right, the only thing we're going to change for the next 4 is to take your left hand in front of your left thigh. As you exhale, bring your right arm back, right leg down. I want you to press that left hand and thigh into each other and feel your core deepen. Inhale, return back up. Exhale, leg reaches down, arm reaches back, and left hand and thigh press into each other, deepening through your core, and return. 2 more. One more. And return. Knees to chest, we'll switch sides. When ready, legs to tabletop, arms to ceiling. Taking a breath in, relax the back of your neck. Remember, chin to chest. Exhale, extend your left leg to the ceiling. Bring your leg down. Bring your arms back. Strong, strong core. And return back up. Now, if your ribs are popping up towards the ceiling as you exhale and lower your leg and arms, then you might want to make that movement smaller because that's a lot of strain on your back and your core muscles must not be able to work strong enough in that exertion. So make it smaller. And when you feel those ribs pop up, that's your cue to stop. One more. And switching so that your right hand goes in front of your thigh. Breathe in Exhale, left side lowers and press into that right-handed thigh. Inhale, return. Exhale, press into hand and thigh and extend arm and leg. We have two more. And one more. And we bring those knees to your chest. All right, we're going to bring your feet back to the floor. Take your ball out, and this time place it underneath your left foot. I want your feet right next to each other on the mat. Arms are down by your sides. Now we're going to do a couple bridges. Same as before, hip lifts. I don't want you to round your spine. I want you to stay neutral. So we're going to exhale. Think of zipping up through your core. Press into both feet, even the one with the ball. Pressing up towards the ceiling, maybe half the distance. You might end up cramping on the side with the ball. That's really normal. Try to relax that foot. Try not to push too deeply. And exhale, use your right side as well. So think of both feet pressing equally, zipping through your core, and then return back down. We have two more. Think of the support you're giving your spine and your hips before you press up. And one more, we're holding at the very top. So exhale, your hips lift level to the ceiling. At the top, where you feel ready to stop, breathe in. And exhale, lift your left leg to a tabletop. Inhale, bring it back to the ball. Lower your hips down. Three more like that. Exhale, press your hips up. At the very top, lift your left leg to tabletop. Inhale, bring it down. Lower your hips down. So 2 breaths is kind of a lot. So go kind of at a nice smooth pace. So as you exhale, you press up. You keep exhaling, lift your left leg. Inhale, lower your left leg and lower your hips. One more just like this. We are holding at the top here, so take a break if you need it. On your exhale, anchor into your legs, into your feet. Press your hips up, lift your left leg to tabletop. Hold there, right arm to ceiling. Exhale, extend arm and leg out. Inhale, return. Exhale, extend. This is a lot of work on your right glute and hamstring and your core. So go slow. We have 3 more. 2 more, come down if you need to. And last one. Bring your arm down, bring your foot down, bring your hips down. Take a breather and we'll switch sides. So this is a pretty advanced move. If you feel like you're not ready for it, just take it a step down and do what you can. Never push through discomfort. So now your ball is under your right leg. Arms are down by your sides. For the first 4, we are just trying to press equally through both feet to press your hips towards the ceiling, thinking about reaching your knees over your toes. Inhale, back down. 3 more. Hips are equally pressing up towards the ceiling. And we're only going as high as we feel like our lower back can handle. We're not pushing it to arch the back. So just lift through those hips, through those glutes, and control it back down. 1 more. All right, now we're going to add that sequence where you lift your right leg. So exhale, we'll press the hips up. Keep exhaling, lift your right leg. Inhale, right leg lowers and hips lower. Now you're trying to do that smoothly without wibbly wobbly, losing balance through your hips. So support through your core as you press up. Keep supporting your core as you lift your right leg. Bring it down, inhale, and lengthen down. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. This is the one that we're going to stay at the top. So take a break if you need it. Support your core, anchor those arms. Exhale, press up. Lift your right leg to tabletop, left arm to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, extend both for 6. Inhale, return. Strong core, 5. Keep those hips level and come down when you need. 4. And 3. 2 more. 1 more. Back to center, lower your foot and arm, and lower your hips. All right, take the ball aside and just rock your legs and hips from side to side. Let your lower back relax. We're going to grab a hold of your roller and turn to your side. So roller comes in front of you. We're going to lay your top leg on the roller and straighten your bottom leg. So this class is very hip concentrated. So we're going to do this one exercise with your inner thighs just to counteract that and do the opposing muscle group. So your bottom waist is nice and lifted. We're going to take your bottom leg and lift it up towards the ceiling and hold it there. Try to relax your body. Make sure your hips are stacked, holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Lower halfway down and lift it up again for 8. Half down, press it up 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top. We're going to lower all the way down, all the way up for 8, and all the way up 7, all the way down 6. I want you to feel the relationship with your core. So as you're lifting the leg, think of also lifting and hugging through your waist, lengthening through those toes, lengthening through the waist. We have 2 more. Holding at the top of the next one. Let's circle your leg. 8 circles each direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switching the direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest that leg down. Go ahead and bend it. Grab a hold of your top ankle if this feels okay on your knee and give a stretch to your top thigh. So think of dropping that knee down to level with your hips and to gently pull that knee back. All right, slowly release that stretch. Bring your roller forward just a little bit. Bring your top leg to the floor. Bring your bottom hand on top of that knee. Bring your head to the floor. Circle your top arm behind you on the floor and all the way over to the other side of the room. Try to lay your shoulder onto the floor. Now stay in this stretch. Think of reaching your hand diagonally at a corner as you try to lay that shoulder on the floor. You're looking at your hand and you're gently pressing that top knee into the floor. One more breath. Slowly circle that arm back and around. Use your hands. Help yourself up to a halfway point. So leave your legs in this bent position. Take your hand to the floor and stretch up and over. 3 deep breaths here. Slowly support your body out. And we're going to flip over to the other side, grabbing your roller again for your top leg. All right, bottom waist is lifted. Find stacked shoulders, stacked hips, relax your neck. And let's lift up your top bottom leg and hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower halfway down and press it up again for 8. Inhale down and up 7. Using your waist for that length and for that support. Use your breath. And 4 more. 2 more. Good. We're going to lower all the way down. All the way up for 8. Inhale down. Support through your waist. Exhale up. 6 more. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold at the very top to circle for 8. 7. Keep breathing. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Switching the direction for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower your leg. Give it a bend. Grab a hold of your top ankle. Drop that knee slowly down. And pull it slowly back. Couple deep breaths here. All right, slowly release. Move the roller out of the way. Take your head to the floor, top leg, knee down with bottom hand. Circle your top arm behind you. Follow your hand with your eyes. Gentle pressure into that knee as you try to lay your shoulder down and keep your arm at a diagonal stretch, trying to lay that shoulder to the floor. And take 3 deep breaths here. You're looking at your hand. You're reaching through those fingers. Slowly circle your arm back down. Use your hands to help you up. Leave your legs in that halfway bent position. Take your hand to the floor and stretch up and over. 3 deep breaths. Gentle pressure into that floor does help sometimes. Reaching through your top arm helps. All right, slowly coming up, we're going to grab your strap again and go into your hands and knees. So we're going to work your core with your hips. So we'll come into a neutral with your knees together. So flat spine. Think about earlier in the class when we were standing, I didn't want you to have a tucked pelvis. I want you to lengthen that pelvis. So you're put a glass of water on that lower back. It would be nice and level. And you're going to support that position from your core. Shoulders are coming from your ears, soft bend in your elbows. Taking a breath in, I want us to first exhale and fully engage your core. Think about your waistband of your pants and your shirt. As you engage your core, 360 degrees around your back, I want you to feel your clothes loosen on your body. I want you to pull away from gravity, up and around your spine. That's the kind of sensation I want you to do when we move our legs. So let's breathe in, relax your belly. Exhale, let's deeply hug in all directions around that lower waist. Hug all the way up through your ribs. Feel that support. And then extend your right leg, keeping it bent up towards the ceiling. Now, depending on how tight your strap is, allows you to go a little bit further, but I don't want you to go so high that you lose alignment and your hip goes up towards the ceiling. So keep that glass of water really level and reach through your knee more than anything. Lower down your knee almost all the way. I don't want it to come underneath you all the way. So stop that. Exhale from your core, press up again. From your core, reach through your knee. Zip up through your core all the way to the top, and then inhale back down with control. So we have 6 more. Think of someone pulling your knee away from your body as you press your heel to the ceiling. And bring it down. Inhale. Again, we exhale, reach through your knee, press through your foot. And we bring it back down. 3 more. Level hips, strong core, long bones. 2 more. Now let's hold up on this next one. So if you need to take a break, please do. We're going to press up in holds and pulse for 8, 7. Pressing your leg higher to the ceiling, but not the hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knee down and sit back into a child's pose. Breathe in. We're going to switch legs, so just give a stretch here for a minute. All right, coming back up, knees are together. Find your neutral spine, soft elbows, shoulders to back pockets. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, fully zip from your pubic bone to your belly button to your ribs, all around your spine. Feel your support and press your left leg towards the ceiling, keeping your pelvis level with the floor. Inhale, bring your leg down almost all the way. Exhale, someone pulls your knee away from your body. Someone presses your heel up towards the ceiling, and you return. Moving from that core, stable spine and hips. Inhale, return. Exhale, 5 more. The higher up your leg goes, I want you to feel deeper core engagement. Breathe in. We have 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Pressing at the top. We're going to hold and pulse. Hold and pulse for 8, 7. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knee down. Go ahead and sit back for just a moment. All right, 1 more thing in this exercise in this position. So we're going to take yourself back up to that neutral, but this time tuck your toes underneath you, separate your knees and feet just a bit. Take a breath in, shoulders are down your back pockets, and as you exhale, strong core. Hug your waist in all directions, lift your knees up and press your knees out into your strap. Bring your knees in and return your knees down. So 2-step process, staying neutral. Exhale, core has to engage first. Lift your hips up and press from your core, knees out. Bring your knees in and back down. Now remember, don't tuck your pelvis when you go into this. Stay neutral, almost as if you're trying to kind of stick your bum up towards the ceiling a bit more as you lift rather than round. So exhale, strong core, press up and press out. Bring it in and down. We have 3 more. Exhale, hug your core, hug your waist, hug your ribs. Press your knees out. In and down, 2 more. Soft elbows, shoulders down to your back pockets. Exhale. Inhale, last one. We are holding at the top. So exhale, you press up and you press your knees out. Inhale, knees in, hold, exhale, press out. In, exhale, out. 5 more. So you're gonna stay neutral as you press your knees out. 4 more. 3. From your core, 2. 1 more. Bring your knees down, sit yourself back, untucking your toes, and walk your upper body to the right. Reach a little further with your left hand, drop that left shoulder to the floor. 3 deep breaths. Walking over to the left. Little further with that right hand, drop through that right shoulder. 3 deep breaths. All right, coming back through center. Help yourself up. We're going to take a seat, take off your strap, and we're going to do 2 stretches. The first one is with your roller. So I'd like you to bring the roller perpendicular underneath your knees. You're going to roll down to the mat and bring your roller underneath your hips. And then you'll bring your knees into your chest. We'll hold on to your left knee, reach your right leg to the ceiling, and lower that leg all the way to the floor. The goal of this stretch is to go through the right quad and hip flexors all the way up into your spine. So really allow yourself to arch up and over that roller. Try to reach your heel to the floor. And if you need to, you can take that left knee and open it a little bit and think of pulling it towards your armpit if that helps you increase that stretch. And then relax. Try to melt and breathe. 3 more deep breaths. Release the left knee gently. Slide that right leg in and switch sides. Left leg to ceiling, left leg to the floor, and then gently pull that right knee towards your armpit, opening it wide if you need to. Try to drop that left heel to the floor and breathe. Allow yourself just to arch up and over that roller. Don't think about your alignment of your spine here. It's okay if you're not trying to stay tucked with your ribs or anchored. Right. Slowly release your right leg. Bring both knees back to your chest. Take your roller out so your feet go on top of it and grab your strap. We're going to straighten your left foot into the strap towards the ceiling and straighten your right leg on the roller. We're going to reach your left toes to your chest, left heel to the ceiling, and try to relax here as much as you can. Deep breaths. Now I want you to start drawing little circles with your leg, allowing the circle going towards your head to gently increase the stretch. I don't want you to bend your knee to increase that stretch. I want you to keep your heel reaching to the ceiling with your knee straight. So don't push it, just little circles. Think of your leg grounding or reaching down into the ground as your heel reaches up. Couple more circles, doesn't matter the direction. All right, back to center. You're going to rotate your leg over to the right and take it across. Keep your hip down. Think of pulling pinky side of your foot towards your chest, heel to ceiling. Gently bring your leg back in. Bend your roller leg in. Lift it up, grab a hold of the knee, and reach both legs apart. Keep pulling toes to chest. All right, slowly bringing that in. We're going to switch sides. I'm going to grab my roller that decided to roll away. So now our left foot goes to the roller, right foot into the strap. Both legs are straight. Right toes to chest, heel to ceiling. So start those little circles, reaching heel to ceiling, toes to chest. Keep them small and controlled. Couple more. And then we're going to take your leg, rotate it in and across. Think of pulling pinky side down towards your chest, keeping your hip on the floor. Coming back through center gently, bend your non-stretching leg, grab a hold of that knee, and open wide. Pulling toes to chest, keeping both hips down. And slowly bring that leg back in. Strap can go aside. We're going to help yourselves up to a sitting, and that is the end of class. So next time I'm teaching is Friday, and we're going to focus a little bit more on core, lower core, and inner thighs to kind of balance out what we did today. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday and be well. Thank you.